No, you cannot be on camera.
Honestly, I'm tired of repeating the same cycles. I wanna let it go. So here I go. Like a drop. Starting anew. Half on my fam. Finding who I am. Speaking life, loving me, even when I fall. 'Cause life be life in our soul. Life be life in our soul. 'Cause life be life in our soul. Life be life in our soul.
Hey. Hey, mommy. Who else? Hey, Sky.
Honestly, I'm tired of repeating the same cycles. I wanna let it go. So here I go.
Like a drop. Hey.
Starting anew.
Life be life and
Half of my fam.
life be life and
Finding who I am.
life be life and
Speaking life, loving me, even when I fall. 'Cause life be life in our soul. Life be life in our soul. 'Cause life be life
Relax.
in our soul.
Micah, don't put that around your neck, baby.
Soul.
Hey, y'all. How y'all feeling? Hey.
Honestly, I'm tired.
I'm about to share this
of
out
the same cycle.
to my peoples.
I wanna let it go. So here I go. Like a drop. Starting anew.
Life be life and
Half of my fam.
life be. Thank you, Blossom.
Finding who I am.
Life be life and
Speaking life, loving me, even when I fall. 'Cause life be life
I
in
don't
our
see
soul. Life be life in our soul. 'Cause
Whatever.
life be life in our soul.
Thank you for the FY people.
Life be life in our soul.
I don't see where I could. I don't know.
Honestly,
Anywho.
I'm tired of repeating the same
Hi.
cycles.
How y'all doing tonight?
Let it go.
Y'all know what tonight is. I don't know where to put a live goal. I don't. Oh, there it go. Oh shoot. Oh, there it go. Let me change it. Life be life in our soul. Life be life in our soul. 'Cause life be life in our soul. I need something cute. TT ain't got nothing that will go with my whole shtick.
Honestly, I'm tired of repeating the same cycle.
Whatever. I'm just gonna do
I
this.
wanna let it go. So here I go.
Life drop. I'm just gonna do some flowers.
Starting anew. Half of the bell.
Hey Juma, how you doing, love? Season 2 of Life Be Life is premiering tonight. Oh my gosh. Yesterday officially made a year from my first recording of this podcast. This has been an amazing journey. I am like extremely excited to be sharing this with you guys. Yeah, it's been so good. It's been so good. I've learned a lot, which you'll see on tonight's episode. It's titled "What the Difference a Year Makes" or whatever. People want to call me. Life surely been life for me. Listen, Elroy, I get it. I know. It's been getting us all. Thank you for the shares, Blossom. I appreciate you. Y'all can hear the hey, good evening, Portia. How you doing? JR singing your song. You better sing, JR, period. Hey, hey. Hey, Zodiac, how you doing, love? So, y'all know I'm here once a week in the evening on Life Be Life and to promote my podcast and to recap a previously recorded episode. So tonight's recap is based on episode number 23. But again, tonight, season 2 of Life Be Life and is premiering on YT on YouTube. And I'm talking about the difference a year makes. I recorded my first episode on November 5th, 2022. And here I am a whole year later going into a second season. Like, God is so good. It has been a journey, to say the least. Life has definitely been life for me. Like most people. Oh, thank you, Mommy. That's so cute. Thank you so much, Blossom. Thank you, Mommy. Giving me my flowers for my podcast anniversary. Thank you, Blossom. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes, so yeah, I'm really excited. But we're gonna do this recap of episode number 23 of Life Be Life and Podcast, which is titled Distractions. How many of us have them? Okay, because your girl be over here distracted and distracting myself all the time. Thank you so much, Sky. So this episode is basically me processing things that are stopping my progress, right? I recorded this April 24th, 2023, so earlier this year. Hey, Legendary. How you doing, love? So anyway, like my segment always, I got some questions, y'all. So, thank you so much, Legendary. First question I asked myself, what be distracting you? All right. Remember, these questions are for you and me. All right. Live chat on YT tonight, 7 p.m. Yes. Thank you so much, Scott. Right after this, we're on here for an hour. At 7 p.m., we will be going over to YouTube to live chat and watch the premiere of season 2. Okay. So please follow me over there after this to my YT. If you haven't subscribed, it's all in my link tree. I think the YT icon is in my on my page or whatever on here, and you can click it and take you right to my YT page. So yeah, go ahead and do that. All right. So one of the questions I asked myself was, what be distracting me or whatever. Another question was, why do I allow these things to distract me? Another question was, how much time do you be wasting being distracted? Child, any and everything can distract me. I'll go into it a little more, but anyway, how much time do I be wasting being distracted? I waste so much time. Talk about time management, child. My time management is trash because I be wasting so much time procrastinating and not getting things done and allowing things to distract me, right? So these are just some of the things that I had notated in that episode that was distracting me. Again, the boxes are open if you would like to come in the box and share your experiences about different things that distract you and that's stopping your progress in life. Please feel free to request. Some of the things that distract me are me scrolling on my phone. I know that one is super relatable, i.e. Us being here on these social media platforms. But I'm telling you, I could be watching a movie or a TV show or something. Hey, Mr. Biggs, how you doing, love? Watching a movie or something like that, and I pick up my phone and be scrolling. And then I have to rewind that part of the movie, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm paying attention this time. And then I find myself picking up my phone again. And then I'm like, come on. Why are you allowing this thing to distract you? My phone is a huge distraction for me, just simply from scrolling. It's automatic. It's second nature to me now to be scrolling on my phone. And that's not cool, right? Because it's keeping me from doing other things and getting other things done. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Another thing that distracts me from my progress is being overly available. I still struggle with this. Okay. Still on the struggle bus with this, extremely bad. Like with the scrolling on my phone, I guess I can say where I'm at now with this. This was just April that I discovered all these things, or really went through the list of things. Scrolling on my phone, I still do it, but I still be like stopping myself at moments. Hey Teddy, how you feeling, love? Thank you for joining. I still be stopping myself at moments like, okay, girl, put the phone down. You know what I'm saying? Or even when I feel myself, I could be looking at TV and I feel my hand going like this. Like, okay, really? Like, just stop it. Just stop it. But being overly available. Hey, Queen Jules. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a part of the team as well. Thank you. Mommy came part of the team. Thank you, Mommy. So being overly available, I still struggle with this. Because like I discussed last week when we were talking about depression, I use people in their circumstances to distract me from my own stuff. And that's one of my symptoms of my depression, or not symptoms, but one of the things that I recognize that I do behavioral wise when I'm in a depressive state. Because it just feels better to focus on other people's other than yours, right? So me being overly available is that sometimes I need to get better about just setting aside a time for me to just be focused on me. And not being available to any and everybody at all times, right? So that's something I'm still reconciling and still trying to figure out how to navigate necessarily. Another thing that distracts me, we're talking about distractions tonight. So the boxes are open if you want to talk with me about things that are distracting you from your progress in life. You are more than welcome to come in and share those things, okay? I love the profile name. Thank you so much, Queen Jules. Thank you so much. This is my podcast, and season 2 of my podcast is dropping tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm on here for an hour with you all, and I would love it if you follow me over there to YouTube, subscribe, and watch the premiere of season 2 of Life Be Life and Podcast with me, Portia O. So thank you all for joining. Another thing that is going to be a vibe, period, Blossom. Watching TV is another distraction. Like, I love TV. I could be watching TV all day, every day, and not be bothered, okay? That is definitely a distraction for me if I want to escape from how life be life for me, okay? I could easily fall into that and go over there and just stream something, binge watch something, and all the things. Once I'm done with one thing, I'm going to the next thing. It's just like a constant distraction for me. But the point of this is to recognize what's distracting you from your progress, right? So it's okay. It's okay. We're going to do better, right? Right? I hope so. Another thing that be distracting me is wanting to rest. Like the desire of the sleep that I be wanting to have, or just, I don't even have to be sleep necessarily. I just want to rest, like not have to do anything, not have to be pulled here or there, like just me resting and being a bum. But that's a distraction, right? Because I got things that actually I got to figure out what the F to do. And I ain't got time to be laying around just resting necessarily. Fatigue can definitely be a distraction. For sure, Elroy. It is a huge distraction. Because I'd be like, I was just talking earlier to my friend. And I was like, I want to take a nap. Like, I'm tired. And I knew I had to do the rest of my day. But I was tired. I just want to take a nap. But I know I have a whole bunch of other things to do for the day. But I'll just be like, I just want to rest. I just want to rest. That's it. But that definitely, I can use that as a distraction from getting things done or whatever. Blossom said, my fears are my biggest distraction. Thank you, Queen Jules. Appreciate you. Blossom, listen. Period. Okay? My fears can be my biggest distraction. I don't like to believe that I am fearful, but I do know that I'm still battling those demons. Okay, I try to combat those, that mindset. But I know it's like it could be a whole thing, right? But for sure, I allow myself in the box that I place myself in to distract me from pushing forward in my goals, right? So I totally understand what you're saying, girl. Like, ooh, Jesus. Another fear of mine is, Lord Jesus, I said fear. Sky said my thoughts are my distraction. And that's one of mine. Sky. Hey, Raleigh, how you doing, love? I am my worst enemy when it comes to my personal business goals. Listen, aren't we all? We all, that's what Queen Jewel said. We all can be very bad at that, for sure. We're our worst critics. We're our own worst critics. And it'd be a rough go at it. But we got to keep pushing forward and believing in ourselves and doing what's necessary to get through those things, okay? But yeah, Sky, what you had said, thoughts racing is another thing that's on my list. My mind be going 1,000,000 miles per hour, like literally. Y'all see I talk fast. I be like, and I get stuck a lot because I feel like my brain is like on overload all the time. Like I could be talking and I'll be like I'm that clouded at times, which is why I know if I was doing what I'm supposed to do as far as my routine, breathing, taking time to like declutter my mind, I wouldn't be as distracted by my thoughts racing, but I allow them to overload me and overwhelm me and all those things, right? So yeah, it's a struggle. Blossom said to Queen Jules, me too, join the panel, the boxes are open. Love when you speak, honey, period. Queen Jules is always welcome here. I feel like I want to help someone to meet their goals versus work on mine. Exactly, Queen. Exactly. I got all the things for you, but for me, I'm like, girl, we can wait. We can wait. Right, that's a whole word, Sky. Teddy said, perfection is my main distraction. Woo! Teddy. Like, for real. Perfection. Bruh. That was my life for a very long time, which is why I feel like, hey, no screaming. Which is why I feel like now I be bucking against that thought of perfection. Like, I know I'm not perfect, and it's okay that I'm not perfect. But that's a constant thing that I allow to distract me. For sure. That's crazy. Wait, or who you got on your mind? Oh, Lord. Elroy. Anyway, good evening, Gregory. How you doing, love? Thank you for joining. Another thing that I allow to distract me, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but just like I said, hey. Oh, thank you, Skylina. It's my 1-year podcast anniversary. Woo. Give me my flowers while I'm still here. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you, Elroy. Appreciate you. My kids is a huge distraction for me. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, don't do the babies. No, I don't mean in that way. I mean in the sense of being a parent and worrying and, hey, can y'all please lower your voice? Go pause the TV because y'all not even watching it. See, they distracting me right now. Y'all see? You see? Yes, I have small children, Queen Jules. They are 7 and 4. Very small children. Thank you, Portia. Hey. We out here. Hey, Duke. How you doing, love? But no, my kids can be distractions in multiple ways, i.e., like they are right now. But no, what really is a distraction for me is my mind being constantly on them, especially since now they're in the school system and they're not with me all the time. Like I'm always thinking about them. I'm always like, are they okay? I hope nothing's happening. Like I'm always like focused or hyper focused on them. Thank you, Blossom. Period. Appreciate you, love. I'm doing good. And yourself? I am wonderful, dude. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Hi, ZP. How you doing, love? Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, my kids can be a huge distraction for me because if I sit there and be worrying about what's going on with them, how they feeling, did I mess up, did I show up right for them today, did I support them in this moment, was I too harsh on them, like that's a huge distraction for me as a parent. Like I'm constantly thinking like I'm failing with them, which is another area of distraction. So it's like, girl, enough. Okay, you're doing the best that you can do with the tools that you have, and your kids are healthy, wealthy, and blessed. Okay, but yeah, the mind. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hi, Black King of Skits. How you doing, love? Thank you so much for joining me. Duke said that's good. You look good. Thank you so much, Duke. I appreciate you. Girls, girls, girls. Can you go play with that in honey room? Yes, you can. Come on, it's just Candy. Go. Cause y'all going in right now. They is like, thank you so much, Black King of Skits. I appreciate you. You are a good mom, friend, and daughter from what I see. Oh, thank you so much, DP. I appreciate you. We understand. Girl, listen. They be doing the most. I feel like I'm screaming though. I don't like to, yeah, anyway. But yeah, so my kids are a huge distraction because I just want to be the best mom. But there goes that perfection that Teddy was speaking about, right? Me trying to be a perfect mom. And I know that doesn't exist. I know that. But it's still like, I don't want to screw them up. I'm trying my best to not mess them up. And I know that I hit the mark. I'm doing the best I can. I know that. It's just, those are the thoughts. Those are the distractions for me at moments. I appreciate you more. Thank you, DP. So another thing that distracts me, we're talking about distractions. We're talking about distractions tonight. One of another distractions that I listed, these kids is going in, focusing on my past interactions and convos. I don't know about y'all, but your girl be over here like, did I say what I needed to say in that conversation? Did I show up as I needed to show up in that moment? Leah, enough. Did I do all the things that I was supposed to do? And most times I feel like I could have did differently, right? And then I be over there in my head just hyper focusing on it and going crazy about it. And it's like, this is just another distraction from the necessities of life. This is stopping me from my progress because I'm second guessing myself all the time and I'm feeling some type of way about the decisions that I have made or how I showed up in those moments. It's just really crazy. But that is another distraction for me. But I feel like, yeah, that's still a work in progress too, child. I'm doing the best that I can with what I got, child. It be a struggle. But that's the whole point of all of this. Like, when I say life be lifing, like, life be life in all of us for real. Because even though my circumstance and how I feel, and even with the things that I just listed here, may not be exactly the same things that you deal with, but you have your own stuff you're dealing with. And we're all down here living life. Like, so, okay, Queen. Hey, girl. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
I'm
How you
glad to be
doing?
here. Hey, Portia.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm doing good. How you feeling?
I'm really good. I'm super excited about season 2 dropping for me tonight. So,
And what time? What time is this? What time?
yes.
What time is it?
It's at
I'm on the
7
East
p.m.
Coast.
It's at 7 p.m. As soon as I'm done here, I'll be going over to YouTube to watch the premiere with everyone, and I'll be live chatting at the premiere. So yeah.
So what is it under Life Be Lifin'?
Yes, Life Be Life and
Okay.
podcast on YouTube.
I'll
It's in
participate.
my bio. If you click on my page and go there
Okay.
and click on the YouTube icon, it'll take you right there.
I was like, who is Life Be Lifin'? I got a chance message, and then I was like, oh, okay. See, I didn't even know you had your own podcast, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yesterday, literally, November 5th, made a year of me podcasting, me starting this journey, this healing journey, and being vulnerable and sharing my life with the world. So yeah, I'm dropping season 2 today. Hey, Casanova, thank you for joining.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a journey. And I heard you earlier this morning speak on you sharing your you had a radio station, or was it a podcast?
Yeah, back in 2014, 15, I started I don't know if you all remember Blog Talk Radio, where you had to call in. It was on the internet, but you call in and talk. It was like, it wasn't dial up because that's way back, but it was a back then they had Blog Talk Radio where you call in and you're connected to the internet and you do your show live, and it was called The Good News Show. It was inspired. It was inspired due to the lack of positivity, going around on the web at the time. And guess what? We're still facing that hardship right now.
Right.
So me being a business owner at the time, I felt like our community wasn't supporting small businesses. Because back then there were a lot of people who were opening up small businesses, and there was a few people that I had known, that I had met, were complaining about the lack of support we were giving to one another. So it inspired me to open up a Blog Talk Radio show to promote good news, good information, you know what I'm saying? And just everything good, support people in the community, small or great, community outreach. I just wanted to do that, and it was doing well, but I had a storefront at the time, and then I had to decide to choose one or the other. And I'm right back to the same place, meaning choosing. My brain, goes 90 miles per hour daily, and I'm always thinking of new ideas. I used to be someone that needed to be in the front seat driving, but now I learned a lot about myself, that I'm not really a front seat person. I'm more of the back office type person. I don't need to be the face. I don't need to be in the front. You know what I'm saying? I like to be in the back incognito, making things work. I also don't need the recognition, a lot of people do, and I understand why, but I've seen that it's not a lot of peace being the front, being the face. I'd rather for people not to know who I am, and I spend all my money and travel and do everything else without people knowing that it's me behind the brand, to be very honest with you.
Yes.
And thank you for the gift,
Blossom.
Love.
Yeah, Juma said, Elroy said, Cece, you obviously haven't promoted enough. Obviously, I just thought people saw my name, especially when I'm on tap, when I'm not hosting, my name Life Be Lifin', but I guess people didn't put 2 and 2 together. Or what I found out, people don't really be going to check out people's TikTok pages like that. So, it's fine. It is what it is. But yes, it's the 1-year anniversary. Thank you so much, Black King of Skits, for the love. DP said, remember, you're doing exactly what God is requiring you to do. Thank you so much for that encouragement, Queen. I hope you take that encouragement as well. Blossom said, you're talented and I love your talking points, Queen. Okay, period.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Elroy said, we can use all of the positive platforms we can get. Absolutely. There's more than enough room to oversaturate that market. Okay. Blossom said there's layers, period. Okay. Hey, Nikki Nick, how you doing, love? Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, Queen. So what do you feel like? I see you understanding now, like what your positioning is, or what you're feeling more comfortable with, as far as like where you want to stand in these type of platforms. But what do you feel like is distracting you from like working on it?
Working on many things myself, procrastination. Um, let's see, my ADHD, my brain. My brain goes 100 miles per hour. Like I
Hmm.
really feel like I really do. I really feel like I can be a millionaire if I can just focus on one or two things. but
Yeah,
but it's I don't take medication for it, but it's time for me to take medication. I've been fighting not to take any medication since I've been diagnosed, and it's not working. So I think I'm gonna need medication to actually finish some stuff up.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, my brain is like I can think of, and I work under pressure really well. Like in
hmm,
order for me to get stuff done, it's weird. Like when I'm working for somebody else, oh
yeah,
girl, I'm top flight, I'm top notch. You're gonna get the
yeah,
best of the best. You hear me?
yeah, yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
gonna be finished, stuff gonna be done. But when it's time for me to work for myself, girl, it takes me forever, and I just don't understand why I'm like that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? I can, like, if you say, "Hey, can you help me with this?" Girl, I'll work harder on your thing than I work on mine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us deal with that. Hey, Didi Salone, how you feeling, love? Thank you for joining.
But I'm tired now of not getting stuff done, so it's time for me to go to my doctor and say, "Give me something.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Give me
And that's
something."
okay. That's okay. Whatever you have to do to make progress in your journey, that's
Yeah.
necessary. So, uh, I wish you the best of luck with that, and I believe you can do it. I mean, sometimes we need a little extra help, and that's okay. You know. Um, DP. Oh, okay. DP was giving an update on his mom. She getting better day by day. They moved her to a skilled facility today. Thank God. We thank God for that, DP.
Amen.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you and your mother. We thank God for allowing her to make progress. Okay. Didi said, "I'm okay, taking life one day at a time." Listen, that's all we can do. That's what we trying to do. Okay. Nikki Nick says, "Same. I pour more into others than myself. We need to stop doing that." Absolutely. Cece, my sister, said hello. Hey, Shayla, how you doing, love? Thank you. Yes.
Mhm.
It is really hard, and I think that's why I be like hyper focusing on other people's stuff, and being overly available to other people, because it's just easier for me to not do my own things. And plus, when you think negatively about your own things, like I was talking about that last week, I can get very negative about like me reaching my goals. Like, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to you. Ain't nobody ever gonna, you know what I'm saying, show up for you or step in for you. So, or like God told me to do this whole platform thing with I'm working on a certification right now to offer services to people. Hey,
I'm sorry, I know you were talking about something so important, but I just had to say hello.
hey, it's okay. You are perfectly fine. Thank you so much for showing your beautiful face.
Everyone.
Oh, you're back. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I went away for a second.
He was too excited.
I know, I was too excited and I hit it. Hello, everyone.
Hello, how you
Yes.
doing?
Say
Hi,
hi.
Hello,
I'm
hello.
Mama Sister. All right, I'll let you all talk. I'm sorry.
Thank
I just
you.
had to say hello.
Thank you, beautiful. Look, everybody like, hello, hello. Hey, Teddy, how you doing, love?
Doing okay yourself?
I'm wonderful. Hey, Ethan, what you wanted to say, Teddy?
So, quick question. This is probably gonna stir up some stuff, right?
Ooh.
He's
Um,
a smart guy, though.
everybody ain't supposed to be the head, right? Though, right?
Right?
So maybe sometimes we are supposed to be the number two.
Okay.
So I say this to people who, especially like the entrepreneurs. to tell everybody they should be an entrepreneur. If everybody's an entrepreneur, when you
Then
become a
there's no
big company, who
consulting.
are you going to hire? Because everybody has their own business,
Right.
right? So maybe we're trying to do something that we're not capable of,
Right.
right? Maybe because biblically, the best number what's his name? Joseph. He was the best number two. He wasn't a king. He was the best number two.
Uh-huh.
So maybe we that's our position, that's our play, and we can get with people who aren't because I know, like she said, you said, I'm a starter. I start stuff. Maybe I can pair myself up with the finisher, and then we get that done, right?
Yep. Yep. It makes
I mean,
sense to me.
sometimes because we put so much hype on people. That's like telling all the kids, you can be anything you want to be. Some people are not going to succeed because the way that this country is set up, we need people who are going to work at fast food restaurants. We need those people. We need people who are going to work at the jobs that the leaders put together. Right.
And that was what I was going to say next.
Yeah.
Teddy, I agree. And that's what I stated before. I said
Mm-hmm.
that I found out that I'm somebody that really don't require to be in the forefront. I can tell you a story that I had, it's no longer, it's probably expired by now. It's been a while, but I had an invention pending. I went to I did the process of inventing something, and I had a patent pending. And I got as far as a company reaching out to me about the product, and the sales rep or whoever it was, the team lead or whoever it was that contacted me, he had asked me. He said, "Well, how much do you think you should make off of your product?" And I said, "Probably about $5." And he said, "What?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Wow." He said, "You're the first one that ever gave that amount." And I said, "Why you say that?" He said, "Because everybody wants like $50, $100. And so I explained to him why. I mean, you guys are going to package it. You're going to push it through your company. You're going to manufacture it. You're going to make sure it get to Target, Walmart, and all of that. I don't have that power. So why would I do that? But also, if I sell 1 million of those, if you do 1 million times $1, that's $1 million. That's 1 million more than I have. Because
Yeah.
guess what? At the end of the day, I have a few other things up under my sleeve. If I can get $1 million, I can get a whole freaking team to go ahead and do all the other things that I want to do. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was just a stepping stone for me, right? But what he said was, I was going to even get less than that. He said, "Well, you're going to at least make $2.50 per sale." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
But I understood it. But he said a lot of people bow out just from that conversation and they say stuff like, "No, I'm not going to be used. No, y'all taking over." But
Yeah.
it takes a mature mind to understand you don't have the power to get it through, to get it to the stores.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your idea is bomb, right? But that's all you have. You taking your
Yeah.
idea, you're giving it to somebody else, and they're going to invest in it, and then they're going to make sure it gets to the stores. You got trucking, development, manufacturing, the people, the marketing, all of that. All you did is came up with the idea. And
Right.
you're not even putting forth too much money. But
Yeah.
you have to think sometimes when you have an idea. Some of us may have an idea and it flop because you really not the one to make it happen. It's a great
Mm-hmm.
idea. You're thinking your face need to be on it, but your face may not fit that brand, because that's just the way marketing goes. So for
Yeah.
me, I understand business. I just, for real, if I had the money, you know what I'm saying? Money talks, bullshit walks. You know what I mean? You need
Yep.
you need money to make the world go round. So you can have a ton of good ideas, but if you don't have money or investors, Somebody else gonna come up with the idea probably a month or two or a year down the line. You be like, damn, I thought of that, but I didn't have the money. So I do understand that sometimes you have to sit in the back and to make things work. But that doesn't mean you're not successful. But your idea is a great idea, but you might not be the one to be the forefront of your own idea. And that's some of the things we gotta think about sometimes.
So when you saying that, all I can think about is cultural trauma.
Huh?
Cultural trauma. So we've done so much stuff, and the stuff has been stolen from us. So when we do stuff, we want our hands on it so bad, and we don't trust anybody because of what's been done to us over the years. And we want to stay in the front. We want to be that, and that's
Okay, I
why
didn't know
we
where you
can't
was
come
going.
together as a people on the most simplest things.
Yeah.
But that's when you have to get. I always tell people you have to build relationships, because holding somebody accountable without a relationship, you just telling somebody you don't know what to do.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
That is
this
so true.
communication is just when we all on the same page and we know. I read a book. I'm trying to think what the name of the book. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It says, seek to understand before being understood. It was a story about 2 ladies who were arguing over an orange. One wanted to eat the orange and one wanted to use it for cooking. They both could have to use one orange if they had communicated to each other and said, hey, I just want the peel. And she's like, yeah, I just want the middle. And they could have used the orange and everybody would have been satisfied. Without that communication, both of them want an orange, and that's all that they know.
Yep.
So I mean, that's where we stand. We gotta communicate and let each other know, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do. And how does that fit in your plan?
Right.
Delegating is very important.
It is.
Delegating.
And then making sure that, I don't want you to join my company and we're doing it and it's not something that's gonna satisfy you. Right? So it's not something like if you want to be project management and I need a PR person, it's not gonna work because your dream ain't lining up with my dream. But it's people out there that we run in the same direction and we should be colliding.
Yes. Totally agree. Yeah, I've been under I feel like I have been low-key a leader all of my life, but I've always played the background in different on different teams at work or whatever. I always be like, oh, I'm not gonna go for that position because I'm probably better over here, or I'm always been a great team player. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you discovered for yourself, Queen, that you're not. You prefer to play the background. I prefer to play the front.
Right. And I get
I
it.
can play the background. I understand those roles, which is why I feel like I would be a great leader because I've did these other areas, right? And I can empathize and understand how you feel here, but I can delegate and make sure that all of this and make everybody feel inclusive in the team because it is a team effort. I think Blossom had said that earlier that something about needing other people or whatever, and I said in response to that nobody is ever successful doing anything by themselves. I don't care if you're a musician. You could say I did all this or whatever. You had to learn from somewhere how to play this music. You know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't have a team of people behind you or what, you learn from somewhere, utilize the skills and the tools from somewhere else in order for you to master something, right? And it's the same thing in a larger scale. You think Apple is successful because of one person? No. Steve Jobs invented the iPhone. He didn't do it all by himself. It was a collective effort of people. He made the vision. He made it plain. He wrote the vision and made it plain and had people help him execute it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's everybody still is important. One person's face may be there, but it's still the importance of the team behind the machine, essentially. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a good thing to figure out about yourself. Where do you place and stuff like that? And I tell my kids all the time because I see myself a lot in my daughter, and I be like, baby, thank you so much for joining Face to Truth. How you doing, love? Appreciate you for being here. I tell my daughter all the time that she's a leader. I want her to understand it's okay being a good team player, all that type of stuff, but it's okay also to be a leader. Don't ever make nobody feel like you just have to follow along to get along or whatever the situation is. Like, believe in yourself that you can do it. And if you try it and you feel like this ain't really my thing, that's okay too. To fall to the background and be like, you know what? I'm good with just being over here. I work better in this space. And that's okay. Thank you so much. Hello, beautiful queens. Have an amazing night on purpose. You too, Face the Truth. I love your name. Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you, Face the Truth.
Yes. For those who are new here, my name is Portia O. I am your host of Life Be Life and Podcast. And today is my podcast anniversary. Yesterday actually, but it made 1 year for season 1 of Life Be Life and to drop. Thank you so much for the follow, love. Appreciate you. Face the Truth. And tonight is season 2 premiere of Life Be Life and Podcast at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on YT YouTube. So I'll be leaving here, this platform, and going over there to watch the premiere with you all and live chat. So please click the link in my bio to subscribe to my YouTube page and come watch season 2 premiere of Life Be Life and Podcast, where we talk about all things healing and how life be over here, life in us all. Okay. So that's pretty much what it is.
Tell us about season 1 and why and what we doing in season 2 real quick, if you can.
Child. So season 1 was birthed at a very vulnerable moment in my life. I had left my marriage earlier that year, set out on life as a single mother of 2. Okay, give me a few more minutes, okay? Okay, give me a few more minutes. Happy anniversary. That's amazing, Conscious. Thank you so much, Face the Truth. So anyway, I just kind of had to face some hard truths about myself in the demise of my marriage. But it was really like I had started on my personal healing journey in 2019 after I gave birth to my youngest baby. And I went into therapy and I started to recognize a lot of things about me. I changed or evolved in a lot of areas, and my spouse wasn't really here for that, which is fine. And so I moved forward in my journey, and it's been taking a lot of me to season 1 was really like the unveiling of Portia. Whatever people preconceived notions were, or whatever they thought they knew of me, from me being younger to me being current, whatever the situation is, me just revealing myself completely so that people can see I'm broken. I have a lot of things to heal. I'm insecure. I lack self-love. I lack self-worth. All of these things, but these are things that I was just processing through my therapy journey, and also realizing in life how I was showing up, right? So just running through, I did 24 episodes for season 1. I was talking about vulnerability, how things going on in my mind, how I process things, how I feel like I got multiple tabs opened up in there because I'm overloaded, with things, honesty, what that looks like for me, and church hurt was also talked about during this season. I did 2 episodes on that, basically self-esteem, providing, what are you providing? That's a huge thing to me. I learned a lot through my marriage about that. People say I'm providing this, but don't be really providing all the necessities that are required of them. So anyway, red flags was another thing I talked about. Self-love, losing love, losing a loved one, all of that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
the true meaning of love. God took me on a whole spiritual journey, just like figuring out what that means, like to the bare bones, right? Even going to scripture based. I am a Christian, so a lot of my things, all of this is all based in God and my journey with Him as well, spirituality. Let's go with the accountability, period. I appreciate your vulnerability and many can relate. Thank you so much, Blossom. I appreciate you and your kind words. I talked about the failure to communicate, like how we lack effective communication in relationships, and we think we're conveying what we need to convey, but in actuality we're not. And then you're like planting seeds of contentment in people with your tongue, with your words, and how you act towards them. So are you really communicating effectively? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a whole, like, I was just running down a whole lot of things that I was encountering in my life, and I thought that was like pretty much holding me up from my progress. I even spoke on depression. It's okay to not be okay. In our culture, especially, and even as a Black woman, we are told, like, no matter what, we got to push forward, we got to show up, we got to get it done, but we don't be feeling good mentally all the time to do those things, right? So it's okay to not be okay. You don't have to always put on a front or get what's the saying everybody say all the time? You got to fake the funk, fake it till you make it. Like, you ain't got to fake it till you make it all the time. Sometimes you can say, I'm not feeling it today. Okay. And that's okay, because that's reality. It's okay to feel your feelings. Right. And I'm still processing that even to this point. So, that I talked about motherhood. Me and my mom did an episode about how she her mindset of raising me and my brother, and how I've been showing up as a mother so far for my children, and how I think that is a difficult role as being a parent in general, right? And how my kids kind of like expose my flaws within myself too. I talked about that throughout the podcast. It was just a lot of like revealing of me, right? And now going into season 2, after a year of exposing my life essentially to the world, and just kind of like standing in who Portia is, whether it be my sexuality and me loving me in this new body form that I have, or, really just loving my imperfections and all. Like, I know I'm not what I want to be totally, but I know I'm right where God needs me to be. You know?
So Portia, you got 7 minutes. I just want to let you know, because I know you got to head over to YouTube. But what should we expect for season 2?
Season 2, I believe you will see a lot of growth, and also me revealing some more things that I'm discovering on this healing journey. So like, some episodes I've already recorded. I have a healing episode between me and one of my first cousins on my father's side, us talking about our fathers being absent in our lives and what that looked like from our point of view as children. It was kind of healing for us because we're both working currently on our relationships with our parents, those fathers. Now we're in a better space that we're grown, but just speaking how those things implanted different things in us as we grew up, right? How I view men personally, and what I seek in men, because of what I didn't get from my father. A lot of us have daddy issues, right? Yeah. I'm one of those people. So another thing talking about, another thing I was faced with, like me, when I make decisions, if I'm being selfish versus selflessness, and talking about what that looks like. Thank you so much, Sky. What that looks like for me, because I struggle with that. Like, am I being selfish in this moment because I want to be by myself, or am I being selfless because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of nobody else? You know what I'm saying? What does that look like? It's just a lot of more healing happening, a lot of more storytelling from people's perspectives and what they've dealt with, abuse, whatever. Like, it's just a lot going on. And
so we look forward to seeing you on the other side.
Yes. I'm super excited. So
I have never participated with a YouTube podcast. I did set up an account, so I just go in and search it, and then I'll find you live.
Yeah, well, you can, if you want to do it right now, like you can click on this link on Life Be Life and page and click on the YouTube button in my bio, and it'll take you right to my YouTube. But yes, my YouTube page is Life Be Life and Podcast. Okay, it's this whole little situation back here. That's my icon. That's my profile pic. But yes, I'll be in this new episode today discussing what difference does the year make and where I feel like how far I've made it now compared to where I was then. Okay. Yes, the podcast is streaming on all podcasts and platforms. So you can Google me and find Life Be Life and Podcast with Portia O. It's going to come up. Thank God for that. So, yeah, I'm just super excited. This has been amazing. This will be my regular routine again, being on here an hour every Monday with you guys to recap a previous recorded episode, and then we will go and watch the premiere of the latest episode on YT. Okay. So 2 hours a night with Portia O, going over some things. Hopefully it will help us in our healing journeys, and maybe something is said or plucks our mind or our heart that we didn't even know that we may have issues with or struggling with or whatever. And yes, only on Mondays, mommy, for now.
Let me tell you something that's pretty funny to me and kind of corny as well. You kept saying YT, and I'm thinking in my mind, why is she saying white? Why is she saying white?
Right. I know, because we use that for that too. I know. But I don't know.
You kept saying YT, and now my brain is like, what? Saying what? Girl.
Yeah, YouTube. I don't know. Before I got Banana on
Lord
here, and I
have
thought maybe it was because I
mercy.
said that, but I don't know why. If they have a whole link that you can add to your bio to connect to your YT page, but
I know,
it is
YT. You was like, go to YT page, and I'm literally like, my brain was like, don't ask. What? YT? Child, it took me a minute. I figured it out myself, though.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just something I'm used to saying. But it is YouTube.
That is too funny.
But yeah, this was the recap for episode 23 of season 1 of Life Be Life and Podcast. Please go check it out. It's a great episode. Before I get out of here, like I always do, I leave you guys with a Speak Life affirmation. If you do not follow my page, I release a new Speak Life affirmation every Sunday to encourage my fellow healers out here. Okay, thank you so much, Blossom. As a fellow podcaster, I'm looking forward to listening. Thank you so much, Face of Truth. I'm definitely going to come check out your page for sure, and follow you and do all the things as well. I love podcasts. It's a love language of mine. I love to learn new things. I love to understand people. And so, yeah, I'm just grateful to be here, to be used in this positioning, right? If I got to use my life story, that is what it is. But if it's helping me be better and others, my purpose is fulfilled. So thank God for that. Thank you for the happy anniversary. I'm so excited.
Happy anniversary. See you on the flip side. It's 1 minute. You have 1 minute. Bye, girl.
Thank you. The Speak Life affirmation for this episode was, my energy is high, my thoughts are focused, and I'll complete one task at a time. Remember, we're talking about distractions. So again, today's Speak Life affirmation is, my energy is high, my thoughts are focused, and I'll complete one task at a time. You heard it, you say it, you write it down, and remind yourself to speak that thing and make it happen, because life be life in us all. Love y'all. See y'all over there on YouTube right now. Go over there right now. Go. Click the link in my bio. Get on over there and let's do it. Let's talk about episode number 1 of season 2 of Life Be Life and Podcast. Pew, pew, pew. Thank y'all so much.